Hey guys, I hope all is well. Thank you for joining me for this Truth Talk episode. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about Blueface and Chrisean Rock. But before we begin, I just wanted to let my Patreons know a new video is dropping on a sinister cult called the School of Metaphysics. This cult might be connected to the disappearance of many people in the area. Unfortunately, due to what I get into in that video, it would only be available for Patreon members. So if you're a Patreon, you can expect that video by tomorrow. Also, a quick reminder to subscribe to my second channel, Zeus Network. We got tons of new content on the way over there, so subscribe so you don't miss out. Thank you all. Now let's get right into it. For the last 2 years, Blueface and Chrisean Rock have become two of the internet's most talked about stars. No matter what social media platform you go on, you can be sure to see Blueface and Chrisean's crazy antics all over it. The masses are infatuated with the most toxic couple on the internet, and for whatever reason, they can't get enough of them. It doesn't matter how bad things get with these two, they only get more praise for it, specifically Chrisean Rock. Chrisean seems to be the one who gains the most from all of this. Blueface threw away his already struggling music career to fully invest into this toxic reality show drama, while Chrisean was pretty much just a random girl with no way to fame until she met Blueface. Meeting Blueface was a gift and a curse for Chrisean. Yes, she became famous and has made hundreds of thousands if not millions of dollars, but she has lost her soul in the process. She went from a normal healthy looking woman to what she looks like nowadays, all for the pursuit of fame. For the past 2 years now, she has embarrassed herself countless times for the world to see. She turned herself into a literal circus freak for attention. Her and Blueface did everything possible so the world can point and laugh, and they monetized that. Many of you should remember the infamous Henny bottle over the head incident when Chrisean tried to vacuum glass off of Blueface's head. This was all everyone would talk about non-stop as they found it hilarious. I saw this as a disturbing sign of just how far Chrisean and Blueface were willing to go for fame. It also showed me how much society has fallen, that people were actually praising this and viewing it as entertainment. The most toxic the drama became, the more the praise and money these two made. Blueface and Chrisean are being used to promote and normalize toxic relationships to the world. They're being paid to be as toxic as possible on camera to influence the viewers. So these two actually profit from taking things too far. And this is once again what Blueface and Chrisean are doing nowadays. A couple weeks back, Chrisean went into labor and gave birth to a baby boy. A moment as private and intimate as that is expected to be kept private. But like I already showed, Chrisean has no issues taking things too far. This is exactly what she did. Before giving birth, she got herself dressed up, put on 2 iced out chains, and had Zeus Network's cameras filming the whole birth for her reality show, all while she live streamed it to an audience of hundreds of thousands. She somehow planned her child's birth so that she can film it and monetize it. According to Blueface, this is exactly what Chrisean did, purposely planning her labor for content. He claims that she flew out to Baltimore, where she's initially from, and found a hospital that would induce her labor and allowed her to film the birth of her child.
I've been into labor rooms. When someone is in labor, it's cool. It's out of the blue. No female is planning to go in labor. Chrisean planned her labor. She didn't coincidentally go to Baltimore and her water broke and she just went somewhere and had the baby. You know how I know this? Because certain hospitals don't let you film because of their own rules and, whatever they got going on. Chrisean went to a place prior. She was on Baddies in Baltimore. Found a place prior that she could record this birth at. So, stay with me. It's all attention based. Chrisean has done everything up till this far for attention. She's manipulating all of us.
As you heard for yourself, Blueface claims that Chrisean did all of this just to make him look bad by making him look like a careless father who missed the birth of his child. This is a narrative they wanted to push, and Blueface wasn't feeling it, so he chose to speak out against it. Once again, this shows just how they're using the couple to promote toxic relationships, presenting Blueface as a deadbeat dad who didn't even want to show up to the birth of his child. A narrative that Blueface himself contributed to when he was seen on live multiple times telling Chrisean to get rid of the baby. Chrisean turned the birth of her child into content for people's entertainment. Since the birth of the child, it appears obvious this baby was made for a purpose besides love, as the baby is being used for clout. Days after the birth, the baby got his own Instagram account that now has over 1 million followers. 1 million people encouraging Chrisean Rock to use her baby for clout. And this is what Blueface and Chrisean have been doing. Chrisean has managed to turn everything about this child's life into content. She even turned naming the child into content. She revealed on social media that she was going to name her child Chrisean after her. People assume that this was because Blueface didn't show up to the child's birth, and this is the headlines the media used. A few days later, after Chrisean was seen with Blueface, Chrisean came out and said she was changing the baby's name to Jonathan, which is Blueface's real name. This once again made the headlines as the blogs and the media sites reported on it. Then, just a few days back, Chrisean went back on social media and claimed that she changed the baby's name back to Chrisean because of something Blueface had did to her. Again, the media reported on this and it made headlines. Chrisean managed to make even picking the baby's name a move for attention and clout, which if you ask me is truly disturbing. With all the disturbing behavior Rock has shown, she rarely gets any backlash from her female fans for it. But that did change recently when Chrisean received some backlash when she was recorded at a Walmart, not properly securing her baby's head. In the video, they show Chrisean carrying her baby in a baby carrier as her baby's head doesn't appear secure and is leaning back. Chrisean denied that she wasn't properly carrying her baby. Instead, she claimed that it was her dog's fault. This footage was concerning to me, and it made me worry about the child's safety. It's sadly obvious that this child's only purpose is to give Chrisean and Blueface more clout, attention, and money. The footage showed potential child neglect as Chrisean was clueless, not even paying attention to her baby. She was literally wearing him as an accessory. If this is how she neglects her child in public, just imagine how it is back at home. What the internet saw next about Chrisean's baby showed just to what extent she is neglecting this child. A few days back, Blueface posted a photo online that was met with a massive amount of backlash. The picture was of Blueface and Chrisean's child, specifically his private area, where a massive hernia was visible. Blueface claimed that he had been telling Chrisean to take the baby to the doctor, and she had already missed multiple prior appointments due to her busy celebrity schedule. So Blueface decided to go to social media to call her out. This photo went viral all over the internet as people couldn't believe what they were seeing, and that Blueface would even post something up like this online, while others reacted differently as they couldn't believe Chrisean was neglecting the child by missing these appointments. This photo showed the people just to what extent the neglect went to. Chrisean was too busy using her baby for clout to take her baby to get a life-threatening issue fixed that was affecting her baby's health. What makes this entire situation even more disturbing is that it was alleged that Chrisean Rock routinely drank alcohol and smoked while she was pregnant, something that no mother should ever do. Looking up what are some of the side effects of doing this while pregnant, and you will find that mothers that do drink while pregnant put their baby at risk of being born with deformities, one being a hernia. This makes the entire situation even more disturbing. Not only is she not doing her motherly duties by not taking her son to his appointments, but this can also be the very reason her son was born with this deformity in the first place. This is the type of mother being promoted through Zeus Network. This is what her fans are glamorizing. We spoke about how a mother threw a Chrisean-themed birthday party for her 2-year-old girl. This grown woman was so influenced by Chrisean that she chose a party themed after this kind of woman for her 2-year-old baby girl. This is sadly what our world is coming to. People are actually seeing Chrisean as a role model. When it comes to Chrisean, it's not about that baby, but about her making more money and receiving more fame. Instead of Chrisean coming out to explain why the baby hasn't gotten the surgery he needs, she makes a video crying because Blueface posted the pictures for the world to see. Again, the poor baby who's not even 1 month old yet is being used as entertainment for the masses. All of this could have been taken care of behind the scenes with no one knowing anything about it, but they made it a part of their show. Nothing is going too far, not even using the child's medical issues for a storyline. They're playing with the well-being of their children. They want this drama out there. It keeps the media talking and the fans engaged. The latest stunt being pulled with the baby was Chrisean's ex-boyfriend coming out on social media to tell the world the baby isn't Blueface's. He claimed it's his baby. Chrisean then liked this post to put even more fuel on the flames. Then Blueface made a post acting like this is true, claiming that he is now not the father of that baby. This headline was plastered all over social media as they're now using Who's the Baby Father game for the narrative of their story. What made so many people believe this could be a possibility was the fact that Blueface had exposed Chrisean for allegedly cheating on him with multiple different men. Blueface even claimed that Chrisean was sleeping around while she was pregnant. This child's entire life is being used as part of the storyline for Blueface and Chrisean's TV show. This is how they managed to keep themselves relevant for just a bit longer. I am confident all of this is being orchestrated by those over at Zeus Network. I am pretty sure the show's writer came up with this storyline that Blueface and Chrisean are happily going along with. I am confident Zeus Network is behind all of this drama. I made a full video on Zeus Network, but for whatever reason, YouTube didn't want to recommend it to you guys. The video wasn't seen by many of you, but in that video, I showed the dark truth about Zeus Network. I showed how the founder admitted it did not matter that his content is a bad influence for the viewers because HBO also puts out content that is glorifying the same things he does.
Here's a question that intuitively gets asked. It's like,
I'm saying,
if you only show,
I'm not only showing, I feel like we're at
a lot of fighting.
We're at a unique time. I think, first of all, people are desensitized. With all
no, it's not.
No, if you take out Zeus, do you know on social media every day? Every day. There's so much stuff happens on social media.
Zeus is pretty much network TV.
What makes us different than HBO? What makes us different than? Hold on, let me finish. What are you talking? HBO used to have they used to have people walking around. Okay, but hold on, wait. HBO, listen. HBO has so many. Whether it's scripted, unscripted, it doesn't matter. They promote the same way we do.
Why
do I have to? Why ask HBO why they do what they do? Listen, no, I'm asking. No. Balance. What do you mean balance?
Name a show on your network where
it's only we only have so many shows. Hold on, wait. Listen, we only have so many. We're not HBO. We haven't been around for 20 plus years.
I'll give you that.
He knows this content is programming the viewers to act a certain way, and he's okay with this because he's working with those elites in Hollywood. In my opinion, Zeus is behind all this drama happening with the baby. All of this is more than likely going to be the plotline of their upcoming season of Crazy in Love. Zeus Network are the ones trying to glorify this type of mother for the world to idolize. A mother who doesn't care for their baby and who's always in drama. A woman who sleeps around while pregnant and doesn't respect herself or others. This is what Zeus Network wants as the face of their brand. Just think about this. The man who made Zeus Network, Lenny, grew up in a religious household. If you saw my video on Zeus Network, you would know that Lenny's father actually owns a Christian network and is also a bishop. And somehow, Lenny ended up playing for the other side, guiding people away from God. Chrisean and Blueface have basically sold their baby to Zeus Network to make even more money and ruin even more people. This is the most clearest examples of parents who sold their children to Hollywood. In this case, it's actually even worse, as it appears Chrisean had the baby just to sell it to Hollywood. She made a clout baby, and she is taking full advantage of the attention. We as the people cannot support this. We're sending out the wrong message. The youth is watching all of this, being influenced by all this toxic programming. The more people that watch it, it only makes her bigger, which allows her to influence more young people. We should teach the youth to never be like Chrisean Rock or Blueface, as they are both showing that they're soulless monsters who are willing to do anything for clout, even sell their children. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.